First of all, I'd like to say this is a truly humbling experience. I'd like to first give thanks to God who makes all things possible. And I'd also like to thank God that I had two parents who instilled in me a can-do attitude. One that says, again, if you can, I can. I also like to thank my support structure. And if you think I don't have a support structure, would my family please stand up? You know, I was telling Dr. Shields last night, I said, my number one fan, who's my daughter, and everybody see that. You know, they drove all night from Dallas. They got here about 2:30, 2:45 this morning. And we was talking at dinner last night, and I told them, I said, they don't know, but I got a tracking device on that vehicle. So every 15 to 20 minutes, I'd wake up, and I would look and see where they were. So I tracked you guys from Dallas all the way here. So at 2:15 this morning, I saw you coming down Caraway. So I knew you were here. You didn't have to text me. I already knew that. You know, my nieces who came up from Memphis and from Arkansas, my brothers that are here, my sister and my brother-in-law, I thank every one of you for coming. I look in the audience, I see Agnew, who I knew from my college days here. I see Pat, I see all of my friends here. I even see my classmate from high school, my classmate from my senior class. He's here. And that means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. I'll tell you just a couple of things, and then I'll take my seat. It's kind of hard for me to believe that it was 48 years ago that I came to this university. And like most of us coming from the Delta at that time, we were first-generation college students. Therefore, we didn't have anybody to go to. We had to figure it out. I remember going to Dean Moore's office, and I shared this with Dr. Shields last night. And I had an academic scholarship, so my tuition was paid. And I was $200 short. He said, well, and I told him, and I guess I must have said it in a way that he understood. I said, you don't understand. I ain't got no money, okay? Wages on that plantation is $1 an hour, 10-hour days. So if you worked the whole week and it didn't rain, you only made $50. I said, sir, I ain't got no money. So he looked at me. He went in the back and he came back, and he came out with something called a Supplemental Education Opportunity Grant, and that started me on my way. But like most young people, when you get to a college environment, in high school, I was never challenged, never. I could go into class, whiz through it, wasn't challenged. College was a little bit different. I thought I could do the same thing. So I came here, and after I pledged, I lost my scholarship. And going back to that farm was not an option. It was not an option. So I joined the Marine Corps. Got GI Bill, and I came back. And when I came back, I went back to my old self, and I started to apply myself. Took 18 hours, and I pulled, I think, a 3.60. And if you see, I graduated in August of 78. Now, you figure it out. Started college in 74, quit in 75, and I graduated in 78. So that says a lot. So and then the other thing, after I went to the Marine Corps, I met a guy named Colonel Leach in the ROTC building. And I didn't want to be going to military every week. He said, sign your name right here, and I get you out there and get you an ROTC. So I signed my name. And the rest is history. The rest is history. I've had a great career. I know this university is going to do great things because, in all of my years, sir, I've never met the chancellor, all the chancellors. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to take my seat. I don't think so. Because I came here for the Grambling A-State game. And you know, accused. We was having a good time back in the stadium. And up drives this guy on this golf cart. And he jumps off the golf cart and says, hey, man, let me take a picture with you guys. I was like, okay. I thought he was a ground custodian or something, It's okay. And then when he pulled off, I said, man, who was that guy? He said, man, that was the chancellor. I said, you got to be kidding me. And when I met him last night, I mean, it's astounding, sir. You know, to be the chancellor and to have a commonality about yourself, it is a great attribute, and it's a great attribute to this university. And I know this university is going to continue to grow. Thank you.